Good morning, student. In our previous video, we have completed till types of energy, in which we have studied different forms of energy, like we have studied about kinetic energy, potential energy, then after heat energy, light energy, sound energy, chemical energy, electrical energy, magnetic energy, atomic energy. These type of energy we have studied. Now today in this video we are going to study a new topic, that is transformation of energy. First of all, let us understand the term transformation. Transformation has been made by the term transfer, and the definition of transformation will be the changing of energy from one form to another form is called transformation of energy. Definition says the changing of energy from one form to another form. There are so many forms of energy we have studied. Now the process in which one form of energy changes into another form, that is called transformation of energy. Like, let us see one example. Potential energy to kinetic energy. Potential energy to kinetic energy. Now you can see in your book, page number 54, figure is given here. This is the example. When a ball is released from a certain height, when a ball is kept at a certain height, it means according to the height the ball is having potential energy. When that ball is released from that height, the ball becomes in motion. That's why the potential energy which was stored in the ball, that is converted, that is changed into kinetic energy. This is called transformation of energy, in which one form of energy changes into another form. Now one more example you can see here. Swing, kinetic, potential, potential, kinetic, like this it is being changing. Now few more example we can take from our real life. Suppose electric energy to light energy. Electrical energy into light energy, like electric bulb. Whatever bulb we are enlightening in our house, we are enlightening with the help of electrical energy. When we provide electrical energy to the bulb, and the bulb start glowing, and results it to change in light energy. Similarly, electric energy to sound energy. Electrical energy can also be changed into sound energy. How? When we provide electricity to a speaker, it starts giving or converting that electrical energy into sound energy. These are the examples of transformation of energy. Hope that it is clear to you all that the changing of one form of energy to another form is called transformation of energy. There are few examples given in your book. Let us follow the book and understand those examples. The very first topic is energy transformation at hydroelectric powerhouse. Now there is some sort of energy transformation at hydroelectric powerhouse. Let us see. Let me come to the figure and make you understand. You can see here a dam is constructed here, and we all know that in dam water is being stored at certain height. You can see that this is the bottom level of the hydroelectric power plant, and this is the top level, and water is stored to a certain height. And when the gate of dam is opened, the water will flow with a high speed. When this gate will be opened, the water will flow with a high speed. It means here when the water is stored in the dam, it means that water has potential energy. And when the gate of the dam is opened, all the water will start flowing. It means that potential energy of water is getting converted into kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy of water has ability to do work. Now here you can see a fan blade is there, and when the water will come with a high speed, it will start rotating the fan blade. The fan blade will start rotating, and here turbine is kept there, and a generator is there, by the help of which power is being generated by this fan. When this fan will rotate, the generator will start producing electricity, and as water will flow. Now this is the process of potential conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy, and then kinetic energy into electrical energy. Three step is there: potential to kinetic and kinetic to electrical. This is the one example of transformation of energy. This is the same arrangement through which we are getting electricity from hydroelectric power plant. Now one more conversion is there: energy transformation at thermal power house. Now it is also a thermal powerhouse where electricity is produced. Thermal means heat. It means for producing electricity, the energy of coal, that is fossil fuel, we are using the energy of coal to produce electricity. When we burn the coal, when coal is burnt, definitely when the coal will burn, it will produce an immense amount of heat energy, and that heat energy is being converted into electrical energy. Here you can see it is written here chemical energy. Chemical energy is present in coal. When this chemical energy will be burnt, when this coal will be burnt, it will give you heat energy, and due to this heat energy a kinetic energy will be formed, and that kinetic energy will rotate the turbine, and it will give you the electrical energy. You can see in the diagram here it is given that here coal is being burnt, here coal is being burnt, coal is burning here, and due to the burning of coal it is giving here steam. The steam is occupying space here. After when the steam is going to the turbine place, the turbine starts rotating due to the steam, and this turbine rotates. Here generator is there, it produces electricity, and it is being transferred to our houses. Here you can see this is the main form of transformation of energy in hydroelectric power plant, and this is the main format of transformation of energy in thermal power plant. Now let us move to the next topic, using energy converters. Now there are certain real life example which we are using in our daily life, but we are unaware of it. But now onwards you will be aware that which type of energy is being converted into which type. Like electric motor, that fan, you know, fan is being run when electric motor is turned on. If motor converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. When we start a fan to rotate, we provide the fan electrical energy. That electrical energy converts the motor into mechanical, it means kinetic energy, and that kinetic energy gives us wind energy, by which we get the air from the fan. Electric motor, where it is used, electric fans it is used, washing machine to rotate the machine part, the motor is being used, refrigerator motor is being used, mixer, you can see when we provide electricity the blade of mixer starts rotating, it means it provides kinetic energy. Hair dryer, it also provides, when motor is started the electrical energy is getting converted into heat energy, and the heat energy which we are getting from hair dryer is used to dry our hair. And many other appliances we are using electrical motor, in which the energy transformation takes place from one form of energy to another form. Next is generator. A generator is the reverse case of electric motor. Generator is the opposite of electric motors. it converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. The property of generator is to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. Electric iron, you all know that electric energy into heat energy. When we provide electricity to electric iron, it converts electrical energy into heat energy, by which we can press our clothes. Electric bulb, electrical energy into light energy. Radio, electric energy into sound energy. Car engine, electric energy, you can say chemical energy, because car is being run by the help of petrol or diesel, and petrol and diesel both contains chemical energy. Chemical energy is being converted into mechanical energy, that means kinetic energy, by which a car moves on the road. Next is steam engine. In steam engine, earlier railways were using steam engine, in which coal was being used for producing steam, and by that steam the heat energy of that steam was being converted into mechanical energy. Cell or battery, we all know that small cell, that cell converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Then next is solar water heater, electrical energy into heat energy. These are the real life examples which we are using in our daily life, but now onwards we will be aware of it. Gas stove, chemical energy into heat energy, by the help which we can cook our food, because in gas cylinder chemical energy is being stored, and when we enlight that chemical energy, it is being converted into heat energy. Now next topic is law of conservation of energy. Let us see law of conservation of energy. Our next topic is law of conservation of energy. According to the law of conservation of energy, a statement is there: energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. This is the statement for the law of conservation of energy, that it says that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. This states that when energy changes its form during the transformation of energy, energy changes from one state to another. Just now we have seen so many examples of transformation of energy, that energy changes from one state to another state. Like, let us see an example. In the case of electric iron, electrical energy is being converted into heat energy. Now law of conservation of energy says that whatever electrical energy which we are providing, the same electrical energy will be converted into heat energy. It means amount of electrical energy will be equal to amount of heat energy. None of the energy will be lost while this transformation. When the energy is being transformed into other form, no energy will be lost. It means the amount, suppose we are providing 50 joule electrical energy in an electric iron, then heat will be also provided 50 joule. It means no energy is being lost. That is the concept of law of conservation of energy. It means neither we can create energy or nor we can destroy the energy. Let us see some more example in which law of conservation of energy is being explained in our book. This is the example of a pendulum. Here you can see this is a pendulum. The pendulum, when it moves, this is the maximum displacement when pendulum go towards the left side. When pendulum go towards the right side, this is the maximum displacement. This is the level. This is the maximum displacement. Up to this height it reaches. Now when this pendulum is in motion, when it will be disturbed, it is the highest point where it will reach. Now here it is having maximum kinetic energy. Here it will be having potential energy due to height. Here some height is there na. Due to this height, it will be having some potential energy. Again, this potential energy gets converted into kinetic energy when it reaches from C to A. When the bob reaches from C to A, the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy and vice versa. This kinetic energy is being converted into potential energy. When the body will come from C to A, potential to kinetic. When A to C, kinetic to potential. Here also A to B, kinetic to potential, and B to A, potential to kinetic. And when we will add both the energy, that means potential energy plus kinetic energy, it will remain same. It means that in the case of bob, in the case of this pendulum, suppose this is the pendulum and maximum height it reaches up to here. In this side also maximum height it reaches up to here, B, C. Here it has some sort of energy. Now when going from A to B, it means A to B, it means kinetic energy to potential energy. Then vice versa, B to A, it potential energy to kinetic energy. Then A to C, kinetic energy to potential energy, and C to A, potential energy to kinetic energy. Like this it will go. Now in this case, whatever the sum of kinetic energy plus potential energy will remain constant at A, B and C. At all these 3 points, because bob, we are taking bob at 3 places. This place is called mean position. These are called extreme, maximum height whatever it reaches. Now suppose at B, what is the kinetic energy plus potential energy, what is kinetic energy plus potential energy at A, and what is kinetic energy plus potential energy at C. In all these 3 points, the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy will remain same, because some sort of energy is being converted. That's why the sum of potential plus kinetic energy will remain same. This is in the case of simple pendulum. In every case it will remain constant, just for satisfying the law of conservation of energy. There are so many examples used in our daily life by which we can say that our energy is not being wasted, it is being transformed from one form of energy to another form. Now your chapter is being completed, and it's time for doing our question and answer. Now let us do our question and answer. Question and answer you will get in PDF form in your group.